Welcome to Spot On, where we showcase people with remarkable talent. I'm your host, Cheryl Thomas. And welcome to Spot On. I'm your host, Cheryl Thomas. And today my guest is Grandmaster Instructor of Tang Soo, Steve Allen.
Hello, my name is Stephen Allen. I have a martial arts school here in Dayton, Ohio at 1573 Gunther Road, where I train people of all ages from 5 on up to 95. And our whole mission is to teach anyone who would like to learn how to defend themselves. Everybody doesn't want to take traditional martial arts like my students here, but a lot of people want to learn how to defend themselves. And so it's really important that they know how to block, strike, how to escape. They don't have to be Superwoman or Superman to defend themselves, but they want to know some basic things. So that's some of the stuff we're going to go through today. So one of the first things I teach people when they first come to me is vital areas. Vital areas are the areas that we strike to that are easily accessible. You don't have to look for them. They're right there, and they're going to cause immediate pain. So they're going to run through those real quick. So we start with the temples, eyes, top of the nose, bottom of the nose, throat, solar plex, groin, knees, shins, top of the feet. So these areas, if you're looking at him, they're all on a straight line. I don't have to look for them. We don't punch in the chest. We don't punch in the stomach. We're always looking for what area is going to get immediate response. If I gouge him in his eyes, I'm going to get an immediate response. If I snap her and break her nose, I'm going to get an immediate reaction. One of the first things I try to tell people when they train, and if you want to really do this, you got to be serious, because everything I do hurt. Everything we do hurt. If it don't hurt, we don't do it. It's a waste of time. It's like you talking stuff and you pull a gun, but you never shoot it, and they take the gun away from you. Every single thing that we do hurts. And that's why we do it. It is the art of self-defense. We defend ourselves. We don't attack people. We defend ourselves. So one of the first things we teach is how to block. You know, you can have all the best kicks, punches, and strikes in the world, but if you can't block and just stop a basic punch or a slap or something of that nature, you're probably going to get knocked out. So it's important that you know how to do that. So we basically do a little drill where they just swing at each other. And so he's going to, but first, these are two of my students that's been with me. This is Addie Hankins. She's been with me 10 years, one of my black belts. She just got her black belt last year. I'm very proud of her. And this is Jeremiah Skinner. He's been with me about 8 or 9 years. He's getting ready to take his black belt test here in a couple of months, so he's excited all about that. So they're going to be helping me out today. So we're just going to run through a little basic block drills that we do. So you strike at him first. You go. So basically all she's doing is attacking areas like somebody trying to slap you, a windmill. Okay, so reverse. And then strike. All we doing is they're just blocking and they're just moving with it and flowing, so they'll know if something coming, they're ready to stop it in any way possible. Great, good job, good job, good job. So one of the next things we do is we look at what we call quadrants of the body. So we have our upper part of our body, and we call this Sangdan. So that's everything that's from this top of the head to the throat. Everything in this area, those are the areas, everything in that area. So it's like the throat, the mouth, the nose, the top of the nose, bottom of the nose, the eyes, and the temples, and the neck, the spine. So that's everything in this quadrant is a target, everything. Then we go to what we call Chundan. Chundan is the middle section. So that includes the solar plex, the ribs, the spine. All that is included in this middle quadrant that we attack to. Then we have the lower extremities. So that's from the waist down. So that's the groin, the knees, the shins, the calves, the top of the feet, and the toes. So what we're doing is, when we're looking to do what when we are attacked, we're looking to destroy and end this fight as quickly as possible. And so our mission is to end this fight or this attack within 2 to 5 seconds. If it lasts longer than that, you might be losing. And on top of that, if he's attacking me and I got to fight him like that, how do I know his friend ain't behind me and walk up and crack me in the back of the head? So I need to be able to make sure that I end this fight as quickly as possible. So one of the things we're looking to do is, how do I end this as quickly as possible? And it's not really just a specific technique, because it could be a kick to the groin, it could be a strike to the throat, it could be a gouge to the eye, but I got to get an immediate response right now. I don't want to be punching on him and, and whatever. We don't even try to get into that. So what we try to do is we try to take all our self-defense training and put it into an actual fight in a situation. And in most cases, most fights are what we call close quarters. So that means we're fighting this close, So that means only a half a step or whatever right there. Most people are not fighting way over here. So we have to know how to close that distance in striking the areas that we know to strike very quickly. And so that's why we call it close quarter combat. So the next thing we're going to go to is just some of our basic strikes. So our first basic strike, and I teach this to women especially, and even little girls, because a lot of people can't make fists, and a lot of women got long fingernails and stuff like that. So we use a technique that we call the heel palm strike. So the heel palm strike, so they're going to demonstrate, the heel palm strike is where you're just striking directly up under the chin. So she's stepping in, boom, snapping his head up, or you striking right up under the nose, snapping his head up, boom. And when you do that, so when she strikes up, as she's coming down, all this is open. All his other vital areas are open, and she's right on top of him. So it's going to make it a lot easier for her to go ahead and finish this fight within 2 to 5 seconds, like I said. Now, she might even step in, and he might lean his head back, and she don't really hit him. But then on her way down, she can hit him in the solar plex, punch him in the groin, and kick him and get out of there. Boom. So it's just, you got a lot of options, but you got to know where to strike to. Okay, so you don't want to be punching him in the stomach, punching him in the chest, like I said, even in the thigh. You want to be meticulous about how you do this so that accuracy is very important. Now, we do know that sometimes we go to hit the solar plex and it might hit the chest, but then we just recalibrate it and go another direction or go whatever you need to do. So that's why you got a lot of options. So within that 2 to 5 seconds, we want to throw as many techniques as we can that are very effective. We don't want to look at our work, strike, and then look at it and see what we did. We want to make sure that this fight is not over until they're on the ground and we have escaped. So that's really important for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to go into some actual combat. So while he's going to put on some gear, and while they're doing that, I'm going to just talk real quick. So one of the things we look at is trying to make this what we call realistic base training. So in my typical karate class at 1573 Gunther Road, I teach, like I said, young people from the ages of 5 on up. And so it's more traditional karate, learning how to do forms, weapons. We do the bow staff. We do the sais, the kamas. We do the swords. We do all those types of weapons. We teach people how to do katas. Katas are imaginary fights against 2 or more opponents, and that's how people learn that's how they earn their belts, by learning so many katas, so many different things. The katas and empty hand forms, and as well as weapons. So what we're going to do, we're going to kind of run through some of these techniques, and we're going to try to put them on a little bit more of a realistic. So she's not going to blast him full blast, but give you an opportunity to see what it feels like to actually strike. So when I teach my women's self-defense seminars, I'm going to do one on June the 17th at my building, 1573 Gunther Road. These are some of the things that we'll be using. They'll be able to kick in the groin, full blast in the shins, in the knees, strike to the head, and be able to feel what it really feels like to strike something. Because it's okay to strike in the air all the time, but if you can actually strike a technique, strike an object, it gives you a more realistic base way of seeing how this really works. So we're going to start with a close quarter combat type strike. So he's going to walk up, he's going to choke her, double choke her. She's going to angle her body, striking up under the chin. Then she's going to hammer fist him on the way out. Boom. Then she's going to escape. Boom. Just like that, as quickly as possible. So she's going to do this a little faster. Ready? Choke. Good, good. Good job, good job, good job. So, all right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to kind of go right back to that, and we're going to switch sides real quick. We're going to do a choke. We're going to do an overhand escape, and then we're going to do a reverse elbow strike. Boom, and then a hammer fist on the way out, and then escape. Let's do it again. Ready? Go a little faster. Ready? Choke. Go. Good. Good job. Good job. Good job. So as she's grab again. So as he's grabbing, her arm is coming straight up in the air, and as she turns her upper body, it is making their hands release. And as it releases, then she pulls her elbow all the way here, and she's aiming for the temple. That's what she's aiming for. And if it's in that on the way out, she steps back slightly, and she hit him with the back fist right back in the temple again, knocking him out. Okay, great, 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 great. Okay, so we're going to do a grab. Somebody walk up and grab you. So from here, she's going to grab his hand, step back, switch legs. Front kick to the groin. Boom. She's going to step in and headbutt him. Boom. Then push him away from her. Boom. So every part of your body is a weapon. Sometimes you might be in a situation where they got you all choked up like this, and you can't do nothing but use a headbutt. So you can't be afraid that I'm gonna put a knot on my head or whatever. Don't worry about that. Just do what you got to do to survive. That's all we want to do. We want to get you home. We're gonna do that again. So he grab her. She's going to grab him, step back, front kick him in the groin. Boom. So as she pulls him down, that's going to create that opportunity right there. Kick to the groin. Boom. Then she's going to headbutt him because she's close. Boom. With her head, then she's going to shove him away from her, and then she's out of there. Good. Now, remember what I said. It's all about escape. This is all about escape. At the end of the day, we want to make sure that you go home safely to your family. Okay. So we're going to do a hair grab. Like, it's just something that typical happens with girls when they're fighting. They get caught up and they want to pull hair and stuff like that. So she's going to maneuver out of this. Bring your hand up. Boom. You're going to strike to the throat. Boom. No. Oh, no, let's go to the throat. With the other hand. Boom. Okay, let's do it again. All right, so he's going to grab her. She's going to pull her down. Okay, strike with this hand to the throat. Boom. Kick off the front leg. Boom. And then just pull him on down and go. Boom. There you go. All right, great, great. Let's do that again. Ready? Grab. Pull down on her. Boom. Kick. Boom. Kick. Boom. Get out of there. Yes. All right, great. Good job. Good job. Good job. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple little techniques real quick that we utilize a little bit differently. So, so if let's say someone is, people like to put their finger in your face. Come on this side. Do your right finger. So when people step, they're always doing this. This is something that you don't want nobody putting their finger in your face, because all they got to do is just punch you. Boom. So we don't want to let them get that close. So one of the things I teach people is, if someone takes a step towards me, we take that step back. They step again, we stop them in place. Hey, bag up. We don't want to let them get too close to us. So you always got to have this distance, and the distance I look for is the distance of my legs. I'm not going to let him get all up in my face and nothing like that. I got to always keep that like this, and however that means, if I'm up against the wall, if I got to turn and maneuver or whatever, but I don't let him. He stepped towards me, I take that step right back. He steps again. I stop. Hey, what's up? Stop. I stop him in place. So again, if he points his finger at me like this here, I want to control his finger, like I'm ripping it off his body. Here, stomp, boom, in the face. Stomp his wrist on the way out. Up. Again, he points that finger at me here. I grab it, manipulate it, take him down, stomp him in the neck, drop his hand, shatter his rib, his elbow out. Okay, so let's say he goes to grab me. Here, I grab his thumb like I'm ripping it off his body. Here, elbow, knee, boom, stump in the groin. On the way out, bang, shatters his ankle. Now, up. Now, some people say, well, that's a lot of injuries. Just depends on what the situation is. Now, we haven't even got into guns and knives and sticks. The person could have a weapon. So when I utilize this, I got to make sure they can't get back up. This guy could be a big guy. He could be 6'5", big old football player. He has pain just like anybody else. If you hit him in the throat, his throat is a lot higher. So we just kick him in the groin or the knees, which brings his throat right down to us, or his eyes, boom, they'll come right to us. And then we take advantage of those. His height has nothing to do with it. We have to learn how to take advantage of those things by the way we move and the way we manipulate things. So we're going to do, he's going to do a punch. So if he's going to punch at me, we're going to go from there. So as he punches at me, I'm moving in on him quickly, raking down, punch him in the solar plex, kicking here, take him down on his face. Boom, I'm out the other side. Up. Again, he punch. I step in on him, strike with that heel pump strike, right up under the nose, breaking his nose, rake his eyes, punch him in the solar plex, knee. As he's going by me, I sweep his leg out. Boom, throwing him to his face, and I'm gone. Good. So we're not going to, that's about all the techniques we're going to do right now. Come on this side. So, but what I want to say is this, is that we have a lot of opportunities for anybody who really want to train hard. We do those. We go to tournaments. We got a big tournament in Louisville next week. So if people like to compete and travel and do karate tournaments, we win awards, big trophies and stuff, and get out and compete and see how good you really are. Whether you're a white belt or a black belt, doesn't really matter. We go to tournaments. We do, I do a thing called chambari. Chambari is padded weapon where we use weapons and we fight each other in class with protection on. Nobody gets hurt. Even the 5-year-old kids do it. They love it. And we put this together so that everybody can get some real feeling of contact. If you're doing martial arts or something and there's no contact, then you're really not really getting the best out of it. The whole ideal is I have my grandkids in there, and they're like 8 and 9 years old. So I want them to know how to defend themselves. And so these young people that's been with me for a while, they're very proficient at this. And so I'm very proud of them and all the things that they're doing. Miss Hankins here, this young lady, she was she graduated a year ago. She graduated from college before she even graduated from high school. So I'm very proud of her, very, very smart. This young man right here, Jeremiah, he's on his way to graduate. He goes to DECA. And so he's a junior. He's going to be a senior next year. I'm excited about the things that they're doing. And these young people work very hard. So that means a lot to me to have them as a part of my family. So I thank you guys for allowing us to come and share with you. We have many, many more things to teach you. We just kind of touched the surface of things today. So I'm excited, and we look forward to seeing you or hearing from you real soon.
Okay. I want to thank Grandmaster Steve Allen for showing us some of the techniques that he does. And we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Grandmaster Steve Allen, you're also a certified nutritionist and a coach with Diet-Free Life.
Right.
I just wanted to know, what is Diet-Free Life?
Well, it's a company that actually a young man named Robert Ferguson out of California put together many years ago. And what he does is he teaches people how to eat what they already eating, but still lose weight and maintain themselves. And I mean, believe it or not, I think during the pandemic I lost like 43 pounds of my own self.
Okay.
And I've been able to keep it off, you know, and it feels good to be able to be energetic, running around and doing all the things. And sometimes you get caught up in teaching and you don't train like you're supposed to, and you just sit around and eat and enjoy yourself. I'm retired. I've been retired 12 years, so you know, I ain't got nothing to get up and go, unless I'm going fishing. I don't have no reason to get up and go nowhere. So just to understand those concepts, those principles, and teach them to other people truly makes a difference in people's lives. So I'm excited about doing that.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, how long have you been a black belt?
Ooh, okay. I started karate in 1969, and it's funny because we were training with the same instructor, Master Thomas Herring Jr. He died about 40 years ago, and he was our mentor, and Cheryl was there, and we were all training, and we were young and excited and scared and everything else. It was so much fun, though, and I wish he had to stay with it, you know, but it ain't never too late for her to come back and train. And it's just funny because we were talking about some of the old names, Marco Brown and some of the other guys, James, and old Marco, he's a police officer. He ended up coming back to me and becoming my student and got his black belt. So, you know, that's been some years ago too. So the opportunity is always there. Self-defense is alive and well. And whether you're a senior or you're 5 years old, unfortunately you have people that want to take advantage of people.
Right.
You know, I was just telling y'all about a lady that was 75 years old who recently got accosted and attacked, and they wanted her purse, but instead of just taking the money, they pushed the lady down and broke her hip and all that. And so I don't like that, you know. And I'm not saying that fighting is always the answer, fighting back. I ain't saying that. But if you feel like you're going to get hurt and this is it, you know, hey, defend yourself the best of your ability. So what we're going to do real quick, we're going to run through a little quick practice of something really, really simple. So let's just say somebody, he's going to slap you or something. You're just going to bring your hand up, just like that. So you're going to just bring your hand up, turn your head up to the side. You're going to gouge him right in the eyes. Just open your fingers just like this. Going to strike him right in the eyes. Boom, just like that. Real simple. Again, here, you got to stop it. Strike him in the eyes. Now, we're going to add one more thing to it just because. We want to make sure we got him good. Just in case he leans back when you strike his eyes, we're going to strike him in the throat.
Yeah, with this roundhouse. To me, that's a roundhouse.
Right,
slap.
right. Yeah, and that's how most people ain't going to slap you like this. Most of them going to try to hit you hard. So that's why it's going to come from the side.
So the reflex has to be quicker.
Just boom. But you're going to lean your head out of the way. So he's going to go slow. So when let's go. Let's go slow. There you go. Boom. Yeah, so let's go strike to the eyes first. Ready? Go. Lock. Boom. There you go. Okay. All right, so we're going to do this and then strike to the throat. Okay, he's going to lift his head up, because when you And that's what happens. Somebody hit you up here, this is automatically going to open up. So let's do it again. Swing, block, strike to the eyes, then pull it back and strike him.
That I'm falling trying to hit him.
That's okay. But you know what? If you hit him, it's going to be very effective, okay? All right, let's do it one more time. Ready? Block, strike, boom. Okay, I'll take that. Good. So let me say this. It's always better to do something than nothing. Something is always better than nothing. So now we're going to add just a little bit of spice to it. So this time when he swings, you're going to block, and this time you're going to rake his face, like you taking your nails and you trying to rake his eyes and rake his skin off of him. So just rake his face, just like that. Ready? Block, rake, boom. Do it again. Okay, keep your head up. Ready? Block, boom. There you go. You see that? You feel that? And you're going to be in control of that. So when you come out of it, if you wanted to slash him either way, you could. You got some nails on you too. Those nails, they hurt. So if he's trying to hurt you, you got to hurt him. Just dig him right into his eyes and his skin and everything. One more time. Let's try it again. Ready? Block. Rake. Yes. Good job. Good job. All right. So we appreciate you coming and helping us out today. We're hoping, what's your name?
Gloria Harris.
Gloria Harris. Okay, we're going to look this way. Okay. Gloria Harris was our senior today. She came and participated. We're super excited about all the things that are happening. And Ms. Cheryl Thomas, we appreciate her for having us here. We know that the best is yet to come. Come to our seminar on June the 17th at 1573 Gunther Road, and we will be there. We'll be excited. If you need some more information, it's on the screen. My number is 937-554-2919. I look forward to hearing from all of you. So, Jeremiah, Addie, thank you. All right.
Okay, I would like to thank Grandmaster Steve Allen, Jeremiah, Addie,
You did good.
and Miss Gloria Harris for coming in today. Thank you for watching Spot On. I'm your host, Cheryl Thomas.